Welcome everybody, I'm Alistair.
I'm Douglas, and this is the Highland Hikers. So today you are joining us on a Thursday for a wee walk. It was fantastic weather, so we've decided to both take a day off work, head up when the hills are a wee bit quieter, and we will be doing
Benmore and Stob Binnein. So we've got about 12k and about 1300 metres of ascent over that. So given that much of ascent in what I would say is quite a short distance for a walk, means we're going to be going uphill fairly regularly and fairly steeply in this one.
Yeah, for sure. I think the actual walk itself take around 6 to 8 hours. Hopefully we'll be on the shorter side given the good conditions, but you're right, the start of this walk is basically straight uphill. I did this many years ago, I think 2005, and I remember it being a slog all the way up and didn't even get rewarded with good views. I was in cloud the whole time at the top, but today you can see the clear blue skies behind us, so I think we'll get some views.
Yes, I think you will be rewarded for the climb today, that's for sure. And I'm not particularly looking forward to the climb, but I've been wanting to do this one for a good few months, and we've even planned it for a good few months as well, and then we've, you know, changed our plans at the last minute because of the weather conditions. So I'm glad we're finally getting up here to do this one.
Cool, well we're just heading up the Land Rover track at the moment, which has been easy going so far, but I think we will leave that soon and have the more steep and difficult ascent, but it'll be fine.
Yes, we'll get there soon enough. Calves are absolutely burning right now.
Well, that's us made it to the first summit of Benmore, height of 1,174 metres, and it's absolutely glorious up here.
This is my first cloud inversion, although it's only to the south, but I'll take that and notch that up as the first one because it's spectacular. I've never seen anything like this before. I know you got one up at Hornsey recently, but this is amazing, just looking south. And I think when you talk about a sea of clouds, I think it kind of looks even better because it's maybe only halfway. It looks like the clouds are just lapping up onto the beach of the rest of the mountains going north. Yeah, it's like they're sort of kind of hovering over Loch Lomond, and you can see Ben Lomond and some of the other more southerly peaks pointing out. But yeah, that climb up here, yes, pretty relentless, wasn't it? Yeah, I think I kind of harkened back to Ben Vorlich that we did last year, although I think it was about 3 times as long, and it felt that way. It just never ending from the start all the way up to you just come over onto the summit. It's just constant, and yeah, it felt like that staircase out of Lord of the Rings films as we were talking about on the way up. So, but now that I'm up here, I think when you get a view like this, it kind of makes you forget about that relentless climb. Yeah, definitely worth it. And it was only 2 hours to get up here, so it wasn't that bad, I suppose. 2 hours, oh god. But yeah, it's fantastic up here. Thoroughly enjoying this, and the view over to the next Munro looks great, and I'm sure we'll get an even better view from over there. Yeah. So we've reached the Bailach between Benmore and Stob Binnein, and nice easy descent from that compared to what we experienced in our last video, so I was very happy about that. And it doesn't look too bad going up. I think as you get down to this point now, kind of looking up, it's a wee bit steeper than what it looked like from the top of Benmore, but I don't think it'll be anything too bad. No, I think it'll be fine. I think certainly compared to the ascent up Benmore, it is relatively straightforward. And yeah, the descent down to the Bailach from here, there was a couple of bits that, you know, you could scramble if you wanted to, but I think you were possibly traumatized after Rum. So there are easy paths that go around them, so that's what we did. Thoroughly enjoying today. Yeah, it's a nice wee day out. So we'll head up
Stob Binnein, and we'll see you at the top of that one then.
Yes, she'll see you up there.
Right, well that is us made it to the summit of the second Munro of the day, Stob Binnein, at a height of 1,165 metres.
The coming up there felt a wee bit worse than I thought it was going to be. It's been a few weeks since Rum, and yeah.
I mean, when he says felt a wee bit worse, basically the whole way up that ascent you were complaining, going, it's so difficult, my legs, why is this so hard?
Yeah, I think a wee bit lack of activity since Rum. Just tried to get over that ordeal, and yes, I think a lack of fitness. We'll put it down to that. It'll be fine next week.
Yeah.
Be back to normal.
It is quite hot as well, so you know, I'll probably forgive you because there wasn't much of a breeze and it was quite hot, so you know.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Aye.
Yeah, too hot, that's what it cost. But no, it's still great up here. Still get a bit of a cloud inversion, although I would say it's kind of receding a wee bit.
Yeah, certainly, you know, we've got the cloud inversion still to the south and then clear views to the north, but you're right, Ben Lomond, which was only just poking out of the clouds, is now mostly cleared, so it's starting to recede, as you say, but still a massive big bank of it just looking south from here. Yeah,
some of it's quite funky because it looks like it's almost crashing against some of the mountains, you know, the clouds rising up off them a wee bit, and it does look again like a sea of clouds just breaking on the rocks. It's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely stunning day, and I think it's time to sit down and have a wee bit of lunch. We'll let you fly your drone, get some epic shots, and then we'll head back down the mountain.
Yes, and then a nice gentle walk back down the glen. So we've got back to the Bailach there, and we've kind of come off the path at a nice wee cairn and heading down effectively the kind of side of Ben More.
Right, so it turns out that path we were just following from the cairn, that's not the way you want to go. That is a track that kind of contours around the side of Ben More, which is a way you can go back, but the recommended route is to actually head down into the glen earlier than that. So we're now across at that point. Yes,
that path leads round, I think, to what is quite a kind of steep, very kind of steep scree section. I might be wrong in the scree, but it's supposed to be very steep and not the way you'd really want to go. So if you can see behind us, there's a nice massive big boulder. You want to turn left there, and basically kind of looks like we're just going to be walking down this stream that's kind of trickling down the side of the mountain, so we're going to probably get a wee bit wet just now.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be okay. It's a wee bit boggy, but yeah, it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah. Finally, a nice path. So that's us reached Ben More Glen, and we're on this nice Land Rover track which is going to take us back pretty much the entire way to the beginning, and it's going to make it a nice easy way back.
Aye, it's been good. You know, it's a bit boggy on that descent that we came down. There were a few points you have to watch your feet in and whatnot, but on the whole it was relatively straightforward. And then yeah, at the Land Rover track now, coming through the glen, and we've probably got maybe somewhere between 1 mile and 2 kilometres left to get back to the car, so fairly easy walk to get back now.
And if, when you were on that Bailach, if you decided to go down the kind of what's the more obvious route next to the cairn, there was other people who did that as well. I and they were slightly behind us when they got to that point, and they're still slightly behind us. They've managed to kind of get onto this road at the same point, just slightly further back. So, you know, if you go that way as well, you'll probably be absolutely fine. So
yeah, no, I think both options are certainly fine. I'm sure when I did this many years ago, I did the contour around the side of Binmore and picked up the main ascent to come back down that way. So there's kind of a few options available to you.
It's absolutely scorching once you're down in the glen. Oh my goodness, man, the heat just, it was almost, I felt almost like a wall of heat. You just kind of stepped into it at one point, and we both were like, geez, oh, it's getting warm here all of a sudden.
Yeah, but no, it's been a good walk. Great to see some views up here. You know, the whole southern cloud inversion versus northern clear skies, I think was quite the mix to have. So it's been a great day out.
Yeah, certainly quite special for my first cloud inversion. And then that also takes me up to 37 Munros, so
going.
2 more ticked off today. Quite happy with that.
Cool. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you did, you know, consider giving it a wee thumbs up, and we will see you in the next one.
Take care.